Alright everybody, welcome to Charlotte Motor Speedway for tonight's running of round 2 of the playoffs right now. Colton Ward, Cade Cannon, Jackson Hadaway, Aaron Stanton, Hayden Williams, Ethan Sikorsky, your top 5. And right now the stage is set after last week's run. Cade Cannon asked if Cade Cannon can win tonight, he will be the only driver right now locked into the final 4. Right now, runs second. We'll get a quick word from him momentarily. Alright, so before I go forward here, double check something. Alright, so yes, they appear to be right. Alright, so if you notice on the screen, at least I'm pretty sure it's showing it, the drivers whose numbers are highlighted in yellow as of right now, yellow background. Colton Ward, Cade Cannon, Jackson Hadaway, Jason Williams. The drivers with the yellow background, they are your playoff drivers so far tonight. Again, still a little ways to go in the playoffs. It will soon be down to 4. We'll go in more detail on that here in a minute. With that being said, let's get last week's winner here in the booth. Cade Cannon, Garrett Jenkins up here at broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy? Try this one more time. Cade Cannon, Garrett Jenkins up here in the broadcast booth. Do you got a copy, buddy?
What's up?
Well, last week's winner, you know the implications tonight. If you can win tonight, you will be going to the Final 4. Is that the expectations going forward, or where's the confidence level as we start your home track tonight?
I got a good confidence level. It's a home track. Hopefully that will help me at the end there. But I do have a good confidence in it. Really hope we can go ahead and go from being almost last in the playoffs to win the first 2 and go ahead and lock ourselves in for a championship. I don't know if we'll be able to, but I do believe we can do it for a fact. Hopefully this race just kind of goes and plays in our hands and everything goes the way we would need it to, hopefully. And if it does, then I truly do believe we can end up in victory lane tonight, our home track, which would be a very awesome thing to do.
Well, buddy, best of luck to you now. I'll let you focus on your qualifying here. Hopefully when it's said and done, we'll talk to you for the second week in a row.
Thank you, thank you.
Yes, sir. Well, right now, Joseph Maddox sets the fastest lap. Hotshot Henderson will go 29.944. Henderson top of the board. Tyler Mosley, Jackson Hadaway 29.973. Yeah, the drivers highlighted whose background is highlighted in yellow. They are your playoff drivers so far, just to reiterate that. Cannon's first lap, 30.025. This stacked field for tonight. We're going to focus in on Cannon one more time. Jackson Hadaway, 29.886, 9 up for a top spot. Cade Cannon, P3 with an 892. Well, right now, Mike Hauser's first lap was up to 3rd at the moment. This lap should be quicker. go across the line. 30.0249 improvement for Mike Hauser. Stephen Henning Jr. knows what's ahead of him. He has to win 2 races to get into the Final 4. Must win territory. For Henning, he'll shut it off at 31.17 the second lap. Not enough. Still 16th quickest. Big field tonight. The points leader coming into tonight, Elijah Fisher. While we got a moment, a couple of drivers done with their qualifying. See, can't get a word with a few more. Mike Hauser, Garrett Jenkins up here at broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, I do. What's up?
Well, after a heartbreaking run last week, contact with your teammate, you now look on the outside from Josh Henderson by 1 measly point. Do you feel like the 43 is strong enough to get back inside the Final 4?
Yeah, I do think so. Last week, we controlled everything we could possibly control. We brought a fast car to the racetrack. We stayed with the leaders, ran top 3, top 4 all night. And that's kind of all you can really do is be in control of what you can control. So I intend to do the same thing tonight. Try to just stay up front with the leaders, save your stuff a little bit, and hopefully have a spot or a chance there at the end to maybe win it or just gain some points, have a good points day. I don't want to really get into panic mode too quickly here or too soon, but I think if we just do what we've been doing, we'll have a good race tonight.
All right, buddy. Well, best of luck to you tonight. Hopefully we'll talk to you in this thing.
Thank you, Garrett.
Yes, sir. So I dial up a couple more drivers here. Jackson Attaway, Garrett Jenkins up here at broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I do.
Well, right now, out of the 10 playoff drivers, you're already fastest with a 29.886. Cannon and Hauser right behind you. Is this speed sort of coming from where Jackson Attaway's, you made the playoffs, you ain't got to worry about that stress? With that being said, there's really not a whole lot you can lose. You know the situation you're in. You still feel like it is a must-win for you and the H&W number 8 team. Where's the confidence level coming to tonight?
Oh yeah, we still gotta win. Gosh, I was so bummed when I ran that lap. I thought I was fast. But it's fine. We'll try and see how this race goes. We just have to win at this point. Like, Cade dominates here sometimes, so he's probably gonna be in after this. I was just more focused on Colton taking the road course earlier. But yeah, I just hope we have a good race.
All right, buddy. Well, best of luck to you here. I'll let you get ready for the start.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. That being said, starting lineup for tonight goes as followed. Pacey Widget, Jeffrey Peppers. Your front row for tonight, Matt Siders. Jackson Attaway, the highest of the playoff drivers. Cade Cannon, Mike Hauser. Right behind him in 5th and 6th. Tyler Stone, Ty Mosley, Hayden Williams, Ben Knert. Bobby Attaway, hot shot Josh Harrison rolls off. He will be the final Fast 12 spot. On down through the rest of the field, Elijah Fisher, Chris Laota, Falcon Motorsports starting 13th and 14th, both in the playoffs. Matt Morrison, Joseph Maddox, Travis Farmer, Christopher Rosca, my mistake. Jason Williams, Stephen Henning Jr., another 2 playoff drivers deep in the field tonight, both needing a massive turnaround in points. For Stephen, he has to win. Christopher Heim, Thomas Hernandez, Zachary Tyler, Jesse Glover rounds out 24 drivers who posted a lap. The rest is iRacing discretion. Colton Ward rolls off 25th. Ethan Sikorsky 26th. Robert Wilhoit 27th. Ryan Hindenleader 28th. Aaron Stanton does not count in this tonight as race control. See if we can't dial up a couple more drivers here. Get Hot Shot up in here. Hot Shot Henderson, Garrett Jennings up here in broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Hey, buddy, how you doing tonight?
Doing pretty good, I will say. After last week, ain't much needed run. You enter tonight 1 point to the good over Mike Hauser. Where is the expectations? Where is the confidence level for the 17?
Right now after practice, looking for a little bit of speed, starting 12th here. So a lot of cars, glad everybody showed up, but I think we just gotta put together a solid race today and hopefully dodge some carnage. I feel like with the package the way it is, this is gonna turn into a mini Daytona for a few laps, just like it did at Kansas. And I used up all my lucky Kansas, so I gotta really take care of it here. So.
Well, buddy, I got to ask real fast. Is this so much of a points night, or is this trying to win tonight mentality?
I feel like I'm just going to point my way through all this. Got to keep an eye on Cade, though. He's fast as a and a half. If he sneaks up there and steals another win, I shouldn't say steal. He earned it, right? If he gets up there and kicks our ass again. Sorry, our butts again. That's all good for Cade. But yeah, right now, my plan is just to point my way into this thing and take care of the car.
All right, buddy. Best of luck to you tonight. Hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
Thank you, sir. Have fun, buddy.
Yes, sir. Right now, playoff onboard cameras as they run. Jackson Hadaway with the Sprite on board. Cade Cannon right behind him. Hometown boy going to try to go for 2 in a row tonight. Right behind him, Mike Hauser. Looking to try to get that 1 point back over Josh Henderson. Elijah Fisher rolling back from the 13th position. Chris Lauda even further back in the 14th spot. You got to go quite a few ways back up some more. Jason Williams, new paint for Williams tonight, hoping to get a good run out of this. Rolling off 17th. Andy Jr. in the same boat. As mentioned, Steven has to win 2 races to be able to lock into the Final Four, same as everybody else. Travis Farmer not in the session, and this will be points implications if Farmer cannot make it. Meanwhile, Pacey Widget, Jeffrey Peppers brings us down for the start. Welcome to Charlotte. And welcome to round 2 of the playoffs. We're underway. Big check up on the start. Matt Morrison not going. That's going to check up a lot of drivers. Right now, Widget leads off of turn 4. Turn 2, rather. Jeffrey Peppers in the wall early. Drivers already getting everything they can. Cade Cannon up to 3rd. 3 wide. Peppers in the middle. Jackson Hadaway in the middle, I should say. Widget leads lap 1. Down back straightaway, Cannon already going for the early spot. Tyler Stone pushing him into 25 machine. Inspired Motorsports already up inside the top 5. 1st and 3rd now is Cade Cannon to the front. Cannon will lead a lap. Every point matters. But right now, if you're Cade Cannon, you do not win tonight. You still have to close a points gap. Let me reiterate how the playoff system works. If a driver wins 2 races, if you are in the playoffs, which is the drivers highlighted with the yellow background on the screen, ain't the 20 text, but I got what I got. I think it does the job well. If you are one of them playoff drivers, if you win 2 playoff races, you are automatically locked in the Final Four. No questions asked. If none of the playoff drivers win 2 races in the playoffs, it goes off of points alone. See Sider in the wall a little bit. No harm, no foul. Cannon will come around. Tyler Stone up with him. Inspired Motorsports 1 and 2. Make it 3. Matt Siders, Jeffrey Peppers coming back out onto the racetrack. Right now, Hot Shot Henderson has settled into the 10th spot, just trying to ride for the moment. 130 already gone. Jeffrey Peppers actually had a meatball out of that whole deal. Meanwhile, further back, the points leader, Elijah Fisher. You're looking at him running in the 15th spot. Unsure, we're waiting to see if the handling's waiting to come to, if he's just testing the waters. So hard to really gauge off a driver like Elijah. And not saying that as a bad thing. One of them, he won't show what he's got until late in the going. Right now, Stephen Henning Jr. down 5 spots from the start. But Henning knows what he's got to do. He's been iterated 3 times already on this broadcast as Tyler Stone takes the lead from Cade Cannon. Cannon's going to look right back to the inside, but back to the Henning deal. It has not been the season I feel like Stephen expected or wanted this season. Made the playoffs. And I believe that was all that really mattered, but still, in a season for Stephen Henning, I think he'll come back next season. If he does not pull a rabbit out of the hat and pop off 2 wins this season, I think next season he will come back a better Stephen Henning. Meanwhile, battle at the front. Playoff drivers 2nd, 4th, and 5th. Mike Hauser hanging out in the back, running in the 5th spot. Jackson Hadaway a part of this front 4. Battle for the lead. Inspired Motorsports still occupy 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Yeah, but Jackson's coming, and Jackson knows after a great run last week out of the 8 machine. He's brought the speed again to Charlotte. Last week could have had a top 3 finish, but sped on pit road. Cost him valuable track position, was able to rally back to 6th. Right now, Tyler Stone's going to lead yet again. Well, as our race started up. Start up fast and start up rampant. Right now, Travis Farmer has made the show 9 laps down. This will not be a good night for Travis Farmer as far as points goes. He's going to need some drivers to start dropping out, because this is the stage of the race now. You have got to start. You're going to need every point you can matter. And again, this is going to open up. That points gap is going to blow it wide open. But right now, you can take the top 6, throw them under a blanket. Cade Cannon going back for a lead. Siders in the wall again. Caution is out. Christopher Rosca around on the back straightaway. Jesse Glover almost nails him. First caution of the night on lap 11. Let's see what happened to Christopher. Oh, Zachary Tyler, I believe, comes off the wall. Him and Tyler make contact. Significant damage to the 30 machine. Well, for Christopher Rosca, meatball damage will have to come down and get some service done to that machine. 123 laps in, couple of drivers in this time. Josh Harrison, Elijah Fisher, among others. You see Henderson in. We're going to actually see Henderson and Fisher's lap times or pit stop time at the bottom. What they're going to do. Henderson 6.9. Elijah Fisher 6.4. With that being said, got to take one quick step away from the action. We'll be right back for the restart. You're watching the Inspire Cup Series from Charlotte. We are back live from Charlotte. Cade Cannon getting ready to bring us down for the restart right now. Cannon, Tyler Stone, Matt Siders, Hayden Williams, Jack Sadaway, Mike Hauser, Ben Knert, Ty Mosley, Pacey Widget, and Matt Morrison, the top 10. Ready for the start. Well, it's been fast-paced in action. Now we're going to throw the strategy game into the mix. Top 16 drivers stayed out under this caution from Henderson all the way down to Zachary Tyler, all pitted under this caution. Cannon brings us down, rolling again. Cade Cannon, blinding restart. Already out 3/10 of a second. Hayden Williams, H&W Motorsports owned up inside the top 5 his teammate. Jackson Hadaway, rise just outside, down and back straight away. Contact between Williams and Hauser. Easy, boys. Well, if you're anybody in this top, if you're anybody like Stone, Simon, Williams, all the drivers not in yellow, you ain't got nothing to lose. You're here, you're trophy hunting. You're doing everything you can to disrupt these 10 drivers going for 4 spots. But I mean, right now, 3 wide down the back straightaway for starters. Mike Hauser. Hauser's on a mission. He knows 1 point separates him from being back in the Final 4 entering tonight. 118 to go. Cannon leads again. Colt Ward's worked himself up into the mix. Now Ward up the truck to winningest driver this season. 4 wins. Looking for 5. Looking for his first ever trip to the Final 4. Now Jackson Hadaway starting to slide back. Matter of fact, Jackson on the downward spiral down to 12th. But right now, Colt Ward is charging up through the field. Right now, your biggest movers and gainers. Movers, gainers, and droppers sitting to restart. Matt Morrison up 7. Will Hoyt, Hendon Leader up 7. How about Colt Ward and Ethan Sikorsky up 14 and 15 spots in their own right. Jeffrey Peppers down 24. Farmer down 11 where he started this race. Henderson down 6. Casey Wiggins down 9. There you see it, Jackson Hadaway down 10. Back to be 11, get passed by his teammate, fellow playoff driver, Jason Williams. Right now, Williams comes into tonight 94 points behind Elijah Fisher, but that ain't so much the important detail. It's where do you line up behind Hot Shot, who enters tonight the gatekeeper for the Final Four for Jason Williams. Needs 44 points to Josh Henderson. Entering tonight. Right now, Williams. Williams right now 14, Henderson 18. Right now, it has been all Kate Cannon, who has opened up the lead substantially, might I add, to a whopping 1.3 seconds over Hayden Williams, Tyler Stone, Mike Hauser, Ben Knert, making Matt Morrison now. Not Ben Knert. Heartbreaker. Last Saturday when we ran the Roval with the Gen 7s, led the opening 20 laps before one little mistake cost him the win that would allow his teammate Ben Milden to take the win, even though with the mistake it would still be a Simtech Racing 1-2 finish. Well, right now I think as far as Simtech Racing as a whole, I don't think it can be expressed how big of a turnaround it has been on the ovals. For Knert, for Milden, for McConnell, and for Dustin Waltney. And right now, you're seeing it right now, Ben Knert qualified 10th, right now running 6th. They are laying the foundation to make a run for season 3, to be a part of this top 10 in the chase. And right now, dare I say, Simtech Racing, Ben Knert, especially a dark horse for next season, one of the most promising prospects. Well, right now, Kate Kennan continues to lead 1.2 seconds now. Hayden's coming. You wonder, Kate Kennan, one of Kennan's biggest weaknesses, as Hayden Williams off the wall. Well, again, one of Cannon's biggest weaknesses is this. He will burn the car. He has a tendency to burn the tires off short run and really struggle if it goes green. We're going to wonder if we see that going forward. Mike Hauser has moved up in the second. Hauser started 6th right now in the second spot. Trying to run down Cannon the gap. 1.6 barely. Flirting with a 1.5. There you see it. Okay, caution is out. Big damage, Jason Williams. Meatball damage to Williams' machine. Robert Wellhoyt as well. Don't quite understand where the meatball damage is at because the car looks fine. Still yellow. Try to see. I don't see. We'll try to look at the damage here. There is no damage. Where there's a meatball flag. Unless it's suspension related. Well, regardless, let's see what happens. Oh! Jesus. Excuse me. There, 3 wide, Farmer on the bottom. Will Hoyt, thing just runs out of room. Jeffrey Peppers gets a piece of that. Siders gets a piece of that. Obviously, Jason Williams gets a piece of. I think I know where the damage came from now. Right on board, Robert Wilhoit. Just gets loose. You know, how in there gets loose. I mean, it was quick. And another wicked impact. Right on board with Jason Williams. You talk about it. Which of the playoff drivers would falter early? For Williams, 44 point the gap. It was realistic still. This will be a devastating blow for Jason Williams' quest to being in the Final Four. And honestly, I still don't see where it's that hard of a hit. So you can't get a word with Jason Williams. Jason Williams, Garrett Jenkins up here in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Unfortunately.
Well, take us through. I'll be honest with you. I don't see where the damage is at.
It says I got a meatball required was like 30 seconds, and I got 3 minutes of optional. So we're going to have to just do what we can do and get what we can get tonight.
Well, 3 minutes of optional honestly does not seem that bad, all things considering. Do you feel like you can get it fixed with a couple more cautions and still be on a competitive base?
Yeah, I think we can get it fixed if we get enough cautions. Don't know about the competitive part, but we're going to see here. We just need to stay on the lead lap and do the best we can.
All right, buddy. Well, best of luck going forward.
Thank you.
Well, you can hear the dejection in Williams' voice as the field gets set one more time. With a re-racket, top 10's concerned, Pacey, Cade Cannon, Pacey Widget, first and second, Joseph Maddox, Ty Mosley, Mike Hauser, your top 5, Hotshot Henderson, back in it right now in 6. Matt Morrison, Hayden Williams, Ben Knert, Tyler Stone, your top 10. Right now, still getting ready to go back racing here. Race recap if you're just joining us. Right now, Cade Cannon's your leader. 2 cautions for 6 laps. Right now, 3 lead changes on lap 29. All right, try this again. Cannon, Widget brings us down to the start. We are rolling again. Clean restart for the majority of the field. Mike Hauser almost gets forced out of line. Robert Wilhoit done for the night. I'm pretty sure, I mean, the whole front suspension completely destroyed on that 22 full throttle Union machine. Right now, you look at Mike Hauser. The 4 playoff drivers in the top 10. Hauser, one of them. Looking to get a big run. Oh, Maddox in the wall. Knert with him. They save it for now. Joseph Massa's is coming slow. Caution is out. Jeffrey Pepper's with him. There's more wrecking. Cole Ward's in it. Ward is in it. Stephen Henning tore up. Ben Knert, Joseph Maddox, Bobby Hadaway. What in the name of Mike has happened? Cohen and Ward. Massive damage to the 42. You take that playoffs, you can dump it right on its head. This will change everything. Aaron, Stan, have you seen anything like it? Give Aaron.
I just watched Matt Morrison flip 37 times on the front stretch. I don't think I've ever seen that at Charlotte.
Oh my gosh! Matt Morrison for
All right,
one.
I gotta do the review.
You're good. Matt Morrison for one of the wildest rides you'll ever see in inspired history. Look what happened. Oh, Morrison and Tyler Stone come together. Ward, a wicked shot. Chris Sutter gives a piece of this. Stephen Henning Jr. Nothing he can do. Up and over. Good grief. Tell you one thing, Elijah Fisher got lucky out of this one. Right on board with Colt Ward. There's time, very rarely, I'm speechless. Well, I'm speechless right now. Right on board with Colt here. Almost had it through. Bam! He gets nailed by Hernandez. Thomas Hernandez is on board. Folks, this is unlike anything I've ever seen in my life. My long broadcasting career right now at a year. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. Oh, massive arc of break on Hernandez. I don't even think he slowed down for it. Jackson Hadaway will show us a good look at this one. Well, Jackson's actually just going to go to a complete stop. Well, there's Maddox in the wall, and I think Ethan Sikorsky, he'll just spin to the infield. Oh, and Stephen Henning, that's how Morrison got over. Well, I think this on board, well, take on board the roll bar. Right on board with Matt Morrison after one of the most vicious hits we'll ever see. Bam! Well, Matt Morrison done for tonight, as is several others. Stephen Henning Jr., Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I think so. I
Well,
think I'm a little bit concussed.
Well, take us through it. A vicious hit, 4 to 78. Is there a chance the car can get back out there and turn some laps?
No, she's killed. She's killed. Rad was sitting in my lap. I couldn't see him. I don't know what all happened there. Everybody wrecked in front of me. I missed the first two, and then just everybody moved in front of me, and I just, bam, he was there. And I feel bad for Matt because that was probably a hell of a hit for him, but there was nothing I could do. I was on the brakes for all it was worth once I seen him, so.
Buddy.
But that's probably it for me for playoffs here, by the
Well,
looks of it.
Well, of course, after what has been a tough season for Stephen Henning Jr. going forward, how do you approach the next few races?
What'd you say? Sorry, my crew chief was talking.
I said after a rough season and a rough playoffs, how do you go about the next few races knowing that you need two wins to lock yourself into the Final Four? How does that approach the next two races, or the next few races for 78?
Well, do exactly that. Try and win the next two races. That's all you can really do. Nothing left will do. But I mean, we either need a horseshoe or we need something else because I need some luck here on this 78 team.
All right, buddy. Well, better luck next week. Hopefully, we'll talk to you in Victory Lane.
Thank you. You have a good rest of your night.
You too, man. Well, right now, Falcon Motorsports 1-2, Hauser and Fisher. Colt Ward.
Garrett, can I say something?
Go ahead.
Little insider knowledge. Cade has front wheel damage, so.
Who has?
Cade.
Oh, what for?
Because somebody was sitting on the track and Cade didn't realize it and he hit him.
Well, there's a development story in its own right. Cade Cannon, wounded race car and all. Slightly gonna be a little bit harder to try to pull off the road. I think if the intensity doesn't tone down like it is now, I don't think Cannon got to worry about points. Speaking of intensity, Henderson gonna force it 3. And he waited very late to the dog leg to try to force it 3 wide. But when the guy you're racing for that final spot is the leader, I guess you gotta do whatever it takes. That was a gutsy move by Josh Henderson. Barely could get his nose in there, but he made the whole thing fit. You're right on board with Hot Shot Henderson. Well, they don't call him Hot Shot for nothing. That's just one of the reasons why. Wheel damage and all, Cade Cannon's trying to come back. Yeah, but you can tell the 9 definitely not what it was at the start. Right now, Mike Hauser continuing to try to hold back Elijah Fisher, not ever going to do it. Never mind, scratch that. Hauser right back down to the bottom. But a points leader barely got through that big one. I mean, barely. Almost went sliding through the grass. He will take the lead at lap 41 rather. Here comes Cannon, right back to the outside. Well, damage and all, Cannon's gonna slice him. Oh, and it's going to be tight. Fisher able to hold on to it. Meanwhile, Henderson thought about trying 3 wide again. Only lap 42. They're racing like it's 2 laps to go. Goodness. Right now, playoff drivers, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 5th. How about Jason Williams has fought back to a top 10? Well, make it top 4. Hot Shot Henderson working himself into the top 4. Christopher Heim off the wall, going to lose about 2 or 3 spots. Colt Ward, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Do you got a copy, buddy? Try this one more time. Colt Ward, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Do you got a copy, buddy? We'll hold on to him momentarily. Try to get back in contact with him. Still being evaluated in the medical center. That's Hot Shot Henderson. Takes 2nd from Cannon. Cannon still trying to get around Fisher. Ford Chevrolet, Toyota. Chevrolet to top 5. Make it 2-4 there. Chevrolet. Henderson a little bit of contact to Fisher. And meanwhile, Ethan Sikorsky's going to take Cannon. 3 wide, Kay Cannon losing the muster in that car. Well, you heard it, wheel damage. There ain't no telling what's bent underneath that machine. Tire rod could be bent, something. Some of the suspension control arm, something. Regardless of the fact, Kay Cannon will have to deal with that the rest of the night. As Josh Henderson, the Inspire 250 winner from Daytona, up to the top spot, takes it from Elijah Fisher with ease. Henderson not going to be denied, wants to return to the Final Four. And really, if you're talking to Henderson in times past, that's Fisher going to sail right by him again. Well, if you're talking to Henderson in times past, he felt like not pinning under the first caution in last year's Final Four very well cost him a chance for the championship. Henderson wants to be able to rewrite that mistake again, but to do it, he's got to make the Final Four all over again right now, side by side still. Well, these two, Fisher and Henderson, no stranger to race each other hard in a couple dust-ups at times in the past. Right now, both of them going to drive. Really can't say what I want to say, but they're going to bring the best out of each other, to put it nicely. Right now, you're right on board with Hot Shot Henderson. Oh, they're wrecking big! Mike Hauser is in it. Good. What is going on tonight? Mike Hauser involved in this one. Must be a full moon in North Carolina that I don't know about. Let's look at Mike Hauser. Him and Pacey Widget come together. And Hauser entered tonight 1 point. Oh, Widget slams the 43. The way it looks, we'll get another look at it from the far chase cam. All right, first off, I'm looking at the wrong driver. Widget gets the wall, forces him down into Hauser. And another twist in this championship. Cade Cannon in this time, Christopher Hines, Tyler Stone, several others. Right now at KFC, you can get 8 crispy tenders every Tuesday for just $10. A perfect midweek chicken. Fixed at a great price. KFC, proud sponsor of Elijah Fisher tonight. Mike Hauser, Garrett James up here in the booth. What's the situation quickly?
Well, I only had 12.5 seconds of optional damage, but it's unrepairable aero damage. I don't know how badly that's going to affect the 43 from here on out, but I guess we're just going to have to wait and see. I don't know what happened there with the 0-0. He said he just got the wall and he got me. I understand that, but I've been cutting everybody break tonight, and it feels like every time I do that, I'm just getting shafted. So really not happy with how everyone's driving right now, but we're gonna pace ourselves, and we're gonna get back up there, and we're gonna try to get ourselves back in the picture.
All right, buddy. Best of luck going forward here.
Thank you.
All right, the re-rack, Elijah Fisher, Hotshot Henderson, first and second. Hayden Williams, Ethan Sikorsky, Chris Liotta, Jason Williams, back in it. Right now, restarting sixth. Christopher Hine, Joseph Maddox, Tyler Stone, Jackson Hadaway, back in 10th. Kay Kennan, who led the earlier parts of this race, mired deep in the field. All right. 18 drivers still on the lead lap. We get set to go back. 82 laps to go. We're rolling. Comes Harrison right back to the outside again. Sikorsky way up the racetrack. Exactly how aero affects these cars. Pushed up tight right now. Fisher up to the outside lane. Henderson looks to the bottom. Fisher cuts him off. Henderson looks to the outside again. Right now, how about Jason Williams? From wreck to meatball to right back in it. Driver number 40, caution out again. What's happening? Folks, I'm not saying that to be funny. We actually got to try to find this one. I don't think it's debris in turn 4. Okay, hold up. Hold up. Oh, Roscoe and Will Hoyt come together. Will Hoyt back out onto the racetrack, 22 lap down. Christopher Roscoe. A little bit of lawn mowing done. Both drivers multiple laps down. Roscoe 7, Will Hoyt 22. Colt Ward back out onto the racetrack. 23 laps down. Definitely one of the bigger twists of the night. But the field coming back in, Matt Sider stays out, as does Zachary Tyler. Christopher Hine, Mike Hauser taking a gamble. He'll stay out here. Oh, Fisher made a mistake, as does Liotta. Hotshot Harrison down and away. Whoever. Ethan Sikorsky. Nope, Hotshot Harrison was raced off of pit road. We're getting ready for the restart. Some new faces at the front. Matt Siders, Zachary Tyler, Christopher Hine. All three drivers have some guys that set the top 10 tonight. Mike Hauser, the Heisman playoff drivers right now. Ford, Tyler Stone, Ty Mosley. Pacey Widget, Hotshot Henderson, Elijah Fisher, Hayden Williams. Your top 10. Henderson on down. Matter of fact, let me get this right. From Henderson all the way down, McCade Cannon in 17th, all pitted along with a couple other drivers. Hernandez, one of them, as was Jeffrey Peppers. As we get ready for the start again. 77 to go in what has been a wild night so far. It has thrown a lot of curveballs. All right, we're rolling. Robert Wilhoit, meatball flag again. Caution is out. See what happened to Robert Wilhoit. Him and Peppers come together and this time, bam! Well, the first impact wasn't terminal. This one will be. For Robert Wilhoit, it will be a night that he wants to forget. For Colt Ward, it will be yet another point. Move Ward up to 24th. Colt Ward in this time, as is a couple others. Christopher Heim, Hernandez, Jeffrey Peppers in. The rest of the field, majority, multiple laps down, who are in the pits this time. Getting down up. Getting down up. Elijah Fisher, Garrett James up here in the booth. Been a very chaotic night.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, it has.
But right now, one of the ones who are not long, fresh off a pit start, running in 10th. Confidence level right now to 16. It looks fast. A couple of your competitors either out or multiple laps down that you were racing for a spot. You feel like the 16 will get it done tonight?
I don't know, dude. I'm kind of scared right now. I know how you're probably thinking. We're seeing some very aggressive driving, and I'm worried if it's gonna catch us up in one of these. So right now, I mean, we got the lead earlier and led some laps, but right now I would love to see this thing just go green. So I'm just gonna be focused on trying to survive right now, and yeah, try to see if we can make it to the end.
Alright, buddy, well, best of luck. We'll let you get ready here.
Thank you, Garrett.
To re-rack it, Matt Siders. Zachary Tyler, Inspired Motorsports, first, second, and third. Tyler Stone being the third driver. Mike Hauser, Hotshot Henderson, the highest of the playoff drivers. Fourth and fifth time, Mosley, Pacey, Widget, Edison, Korsky, Elijah Fisher, the points leader, with Chris Lowe to his outside of Talladega winner. Actually right behind him. Jackson Hadaway should actually be underneath Elijah Fisher. That would be the top 10. Kay Cannon back in 13th. Damage to Cannon's machine. The car has not been right since. As we get ready for the start, 72 laps to go. We're rolling. Right now, Mike Hauser with nothing to lose to the top spot. Zachary Tyler gonna split him 3. Easy, boys. Oh, Hauser, contact from Tyler. Saves it. Not quite the pass in the grass, but close enough for government work. However, Hauser going to lose potentially 1, 2 spots, possibly 3. He's got Henderson all over his back bumper. 4th and 5th in the points. Came into the night by 1. Henderson clear. Tractor Supply ain't never been faster. And right now, up to 3rd. You can rest assured if Henderson pulls this one off, it's going to be a party somewhere. Henderson blinks, he's back. Never lifted. And up to 2nd. Tyler Stone looked to the inside. Henderson shut the door. Pacey Widget has worked himself back in second, top 5. Him and Hauser contact earlier. Jackson Hadaway as well, up to 7th. Meanwhile, is Zachary Tyler holding on to the lead. Playoff drivers as they run in the top 10. 2nd, 6th, and 7th. Well, in case anybody has missed it, you just joined us tonight. Massive points implications early. We're about to have another one. Hotshot Henderson. Not going to get it this time. We'll get back to the race recap momentarily. It's been so fast paced, he ain't had time doing Inspired marketing through the field yet. Welcome to the playoffs and what they bring out. The action's been exciting from start to finish. 6 cautions, yes, but you know what? This is 10 drivers trying to get everything they can with the rest of the drivers. Nothing to lose, nothing to gain. Hotshot Henderson will lead his first laps of the race. Oh, Tyler Stone! Hard into the wall! Can't see him. There he is. Tyler Stone. Massive impact into the inside retaining wall. And what was a fast 25 tonight. There will be nothing left. Let's see what happened. God, man, you can hit a wall harder than what he hit it. Oh no, Colt Ward earlier run for the money. They're in the middle of 3 wide. Contact with Tyler. Already turned there. Good God. Lord have mercy. Right on board with Tyler Stone and get a good look at this here. Wrong camera. Yeah, it just makes that little bit of contact. And I thought that was going to be where it came from. I hear the motor go. That is night done for Stone in what was a fast machine. Kind of left there. Just put 3 wide and hard to say if Jackson comes up or Stone comes down. The end result. Tyler Stone done for the night. We'll get a word with him as soon as he is evaluated at the Infield Medical Center. Jackson comes up and gets him. Give me 1 second. All right. Right now, 65 to go. Well, Jim Bob Jenkins down here at the Infield Medical Center with Tyler Stone. Tyler, take us through the night. It was a good run up till then.
Yeah, I was having a lot of fun. I don't necessarily particularly love this track, but for whatever reason, I do pretty well at it. And we had speed early, led some laps, got caught up in something not of our making, and then that happened again. I try to race my competitors and take care of them. We got in a precarious situation there off 2, and not everybody behind me gave a shit. So there we go. I'm dead.
Well, buddy, I hate to see it after what was a good race going. Look forward to seeing you next week.
Yes, sir. These guys better watch out because I'm going to be coming and I will not be lifting.
All right, buddy. Best of luck next week.
All right. Take care.
Very upset and animated. We are going to excuse the language on Tyler Stone. I see a fast 25 machine tonight. Has a right to be a little frustrated. Right now, hot shot Josh Henderson, Zachary Taylor, Pacey Widget, Keaton, of course, Hayden Williams, your top 5, Mike Hauser, Jackson Hadaway, Chris Lota, Cade Cannon, Ty Mosley, the top 10. All right. Anderson Tyler brings us down for the start. We're rolling again. Widget shot out of a cannon on the restart all over the back bumper of Josh Henderson. They worked down the back straightaway. Henderson able to hold off Widget for the moment. Here comes Sikorsky going to look to the outside of Hayden Williams. Tyler shuts the door on the 94 for the lead. Pacey Widget. Not quite able to get the run. Never mind. Stay corrected. A big run down the back straightaway. Tyler all over the place off of 2. Man, you see Henderson firing in there. Take no prisoners tonight for Josh Henderson. Able to get clear for the moment. Not quite. Yes, he is. Zachary Tyler in all kinds of trouble in the back. So Pacey Widget to the top spot. Right now, Hayden Williams up to the third spot, battling Sikorsky now for the third position. Actually, here comes Jackson Hadaway again. Say what you want about the 8. Refused to be denied tonight. Contact. Tyler and Hauser come together deeper in the field. I think Hauser about to have enough of this. And right now, Hauser back to the 9th spot. Christopher Lyota running in the 10th spot. Meanwhile, Cade Cannon dominated early. Developing story right now on the 9. Damage earlier in the race has been plaguing the number 9, the hometown boy, trying to work his way to the front. If he can fix the car to where he can have the pace and get up there like he was earlier, I believe it'll be a completely different complexion of this. Right now, Cade Cannon, the only one with the best chances of advancing to the Final Four, needs a win. One more win, the winner for Kansas last week. Gets another one, he will be going to Homestead, Miami with a chance at the Final Four. Oh, Widget Sikorsky. Sikorsky almost ran him to the grass. A loner up front. And it is Ethan Sikorsky. How about Jackson Hadaway? Jackson wants to lead Cannon right back in it. Hayden Williams, Whatnot, proud sponsor of the Racing Idiot Racing Network. Had to throw that out there. Right now, battling for third. Well, Cannon has found his way back up. What I just say, if he can find whatever speed he had in that 9 earlier. Well, folks, you're looking at it. Meanwhile, Jackson Hadaway looking for his first career win. I don't think it will come at a much better time. Oh, Cannon! Whew. Well, too close for comfort. Jeffrey Peppers in the 24. Up there in the mix. He is not for position. Actually, yes, he is. I thought I am confused with somebody else. All right, yeah, Pepper is in position here. You know, Jackson Hadaway trying not to get split 3 wide. His teammate Hayden will let him in line. Never mind. Jackson says, I want the top. Down the back straightaway, Sikorsky continues to lead. It cannot be underappreciated the damn speed that has came out of the 8 so far tonight. And really, in the last 2 weeks, we made the playoffs. That's all we wanted. Now, let loose. We'll be able to get down clear to the bottom now. Go right into Sikorsky's tire tracks. Meanwhile, Widget right back to the outside again. He got right now, realistically, top 10. All who can win this race, and then I'll throw in Elijah Fisher. Right now, runs 13 and now in 12th. Right now, all of them drivers in a prime position that could theoretically still take this race. Peppers to the grass, 3 wide. And he's going to put the H&W Motorsports drivers of Hayden and Jackson 3 wide. Jackson going to roll out of it. And now Jackson back down to 6. Don't know if he used up the stuff early or not. Gotta wait and see right now. Paisley Widget, your leader, Cade Cannon, up to 3rd. Caution. think it's Joseph Maddox. Rewind it and see. No, it ain't Joseph Maddox. Somewhere else. Oh, Henderson! God almighty. No harm, no foul. He saved it. Oh, no, the damage to that 17 machine. All right, on board with Hot Shot. But for Josh Henderson, what was a fast car. Had to get a quick word with him, see what the situation is. Josh Henderson, quickly, what's the situation on the 17?
I can't hear you, Garrett. You guys are too loud. What's up?
Like I said, real quick, what's the situation with the 17?
Hot Shot Henderson's pretty hot-headed because these guys are a bunch of freaking morons, dude. I'm not calling out any one person in particular, but everybody's driving like they're Superman and nobody can hold on to it. I don't know how many times cars have bounced off the wall, bounced off each other. Just stupid racing and a stupid package that we just can't do much with. But we're fine. We're led laps. We're fast. Just got to survive the morons.
Question is there any damage that can plague the 17, or is it still fixable and
Just
still
got
in
fixed.
contention? Okay, well, excuse me then. Well, buddy,
Yeah, but now I got to drive back through the squirrels, right? So we'll see if we can get back through there.
Catch you a few nuts while you at it.
Yeah, already have.
All right, buddy. Best of luck to you tonight.
Yeah, thank you, buddy.
hey,
Use all those 9 lives.
Hey, one last question. Since we're on the air, I'm sure you got your bosses at corporate watching. Any promotional deals you want to shout out for Tractor Supply?
Yeah, go to Tractor Supply, get your TSC credit card right now. You spend $100 in the store, you get 50 off instantly, and you get 50 back into your rewards account within 2 weeks. So sign up for your Tractor Supply credit card right now, make a big purchase, get that new gun safe from Field and Stream. It's pretty sweet, man.
All right, buddy. Best of luck to you from here on out.
Thank you, sir.
So, give me a Tractor Supply credit card. Right now, 48 to go. Pacey Widget, Jeffrey Peppers, first and second. Joseph Maddox, an eventful night for the 6. Back in it, along with Ethan Sikorsky, Kane Cannon, Jackson Hadaway, 5th and 6th. Williams, Mosley, Hernandez, Chris Lyotta, your top 10. $19 drivers still in it. Travis Farmer right now. The next car in the free pass position. 4 more cautions, and Travis Farmer will be right back in it if he can avoid all 4. We're rolling. Pacey Widget with a blinding restart again out to 3/10 of a second. Peppers will fall into second. Justin Madden side by side with Sikorsky for the third spot. Playoff drivers, Cade Cannon not wasting no time. No, he is not. 3 wide. Hayden Williams goes with him. Jackson's going to shut the door on him. Oh, and Sikorsky has fumbled. Sikorsky hard into the wall. Goodness. If you're Aaron Stanton, you're seeing dollar signs flying out of your wallet right now. Good God almighty, I don't know how you can hit a wall even any harder. Right front completely destroyed on that 94 machine. One of the fastest cars here in Charlotte, North Carolina. We'll be heading back on the, more than likely be heading back on the wrecker. See what happened. Christopher Roscoe meatball as well. I think that was from an earlier incident. Oh yeah, yeah, Roscoe officially done for the night. Well, okay, so Sikorsky gets loose, still races up the racetrack, getting Jackson out of the way to the back of nothing Jackson can do. Can't really stay off of him. I mean, Sikorsky, just running it up the track. Gets loose, still chasing, a little bit of contact, man. How lucky not to come down and come at you in the process. Right on board with the 94. Gets loose there. Still chasing it up. God almighty. Some impacts that make you steam. Dude, look at that. Knocks the wind out of you. Ethan Sikorsky done for the night. Can't get a word with him. Ethan Sikorsky, was a fast car up until then. Take us through it. First off, are you alright?
Yeah, fine. Just a little annoyed. I don't know what happened. Just went into the corner and the back end just kicked out.
Well, of course, intensity has been up a lot tonight. Is this just a product of the playoffs, or is this a lot of guys that has fast cars with nothing to lose, unlike the 10 drivers still in the playoffs? What's your assessment of the night?
People with their heads up their butts and don't know how to race. I don't know if it's playoffs or not, but I guess people just have lost their ability to drive. And I guess I'm one of those too, because I still don't know what happened.
Well, buddy, best of luck. Look forward to seeing you next week.
Yep, thank you.
Aaron Stanton, you take these playoffs and dump it on their heads. It has been calamity all night surrounding playoff drivers alike.
Jared, I don't even know what to think right now. Everybody's just going insane for some reason tonight. I don't get it, dude.
44 to go. Is there a possibility we can see it kind of thin out for what could be the final green flag running tonight?
No, because now they can all make it on gas, so now it's probably going to be even worse. So
It'll be a long night for you and the admin meeting.
Alright, Gary, have fun.
You too, buddy. Taria Rackin, the hometown native, and an IRL Hendrick Motorsport employee, Cade Cannon, at the top of the board. Jackson Hadaway looking for his first career win. He'll have his teammate Hayden Williams diagonal from him on the bottom in third. Mosley, Hernandez, Hauser, Fisher, Kennard, and Siders. Your top 10 were rolling. Cannon, done and gone. Well, his last name is not Cannon for a reason. Launched out of a Cannon almost to a half-second lead. H&W Motorsports is Hayden Williams and Jackson Hadaway, second and third. right now. Jackson Hadaway in the tire tracks and in the draft, and Cannon gonna try to run him down. Mosley Williams, Mike Hauser is back in the mix. Right now, Colton Ward up to 22nd. More points added. Oh, Fisher hard into the wall. Elijah Fisher, Henderson. Oh, that's it. You can take these playoffs and you can shake them up like a bingo cards. Good God almighty. Fisher, meatball damage. Henderson, meatball damage. Everybody in the top 4 of these playoffs. Oh, my God. Have you ever? And I'll answer my question. No, I have never. You got to think. Drivers on the outside looking in are licking their chops. Elijah Fisher, massive damage to the 16. Hot shot Henderson. Not quite a lot of damage. Matt Siders, one of the fastest Camaros in Charlotte tonight, involved in this one. What in the name of might? Hayden Williams in this as well. Hayden's already around. Oh, Colton Ward. All right. Looking back at him. They're 3 wide. Lyota comes off the wall. Elijah Fisher, an innocent bystander. Extremely hard impact. Oh, Jeffrey Peppers. There's where Harrison damage comes in. Travis Farmer gets a piece of this. Right on board with Elijah Fisher, the points leader. Goodness. Josh Henderson's on board. Where the majority of the damage is going to go for Henderson. Colton Ward's Night from Hell continues. Matt Siders on board. And forget a full moon. There's got to be a blood moon out somewhere. And Lyota comes off the wall. Bam! Jason Williams involved in this one. An impressive rebound for the 40 will come undone late in the going. I think I can't talk to Colton Ward. Colton Ward, the night from hell continues, my friend.
Hello?
Take us to the night with a 42. Get back out there and try to get some of these points up for grabs.
I mean, I don't know. I got 1 more minute of towing, but it already sucked before then, so yeah, the car's screwed up.
Well, how will this approach next week? How does this approach the remainder of the playoffs? All of the Final 4 drivers, in some way, shape, or form, has faced adversity tonight as we roll into next week, which, if I'm not mistaken, will be Michigan. How will this race affect the mindset and the strategy going forward for the 42?
I mean, I guess it hurts the point-wise, but I don't know. I'm gonna just try and survive next week, too.
Well, Colton Ward, best of luck next week. We'll see you in Michigan.
All right.
Elijah Fisher, we're down here in the garage area. Would a 16 get back out and try to turn a few more laps? All right. Elijah Fisher not available for an interview. Josh Henderson, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Do I got a copy from you one more time?
Yeah, one more time, buddy. How's it going?
You tell me.
I have nothing nice to say.
Wow.
Everything I explained under the last interview, buddy. It's the same thing. These guys
All right.
just diving in there, pushing each other, and then everybody's won't shut the hell up during the caution, so you can't let your brother know who's race control. Hey, I got a black flag for passing Elijah, and he's dead on the backstretch. Like, it's just dumb. So let's watch them stop wrecking now because I need it.
But I will ask you this: how bad is the car hurt? It looked like a slightly more bigger impact.
Yeah, 4 minutes of damage, so need a few more cautions here. I don't know. We'll just finish her out, man. It is what it is.
All right, buddy. Best of luck to you here from here on out. Try not to bother you no more.
Yep, thank you, sir.
Yep. Right now, through it all, Kay Cannon, here's the voice crack. Up to the top spot still. They're still racing hard mid-pack. Travis Farmer up to 17th. What looked like a bad night for Farmer might turn out to be halfway decent as Cannon leads down the back straightaway. Mike Hauser back in the mix. Drivers you don't normally talk about up here in the front. One of them in particular, Ryan Hindenleader, up to 7th. Hindenleader is up 21 spots from where he started. Right now, going to get took to the outside by H&W's Hayden Williams. Jason Williams is still in this. Down the back straightaway. However, you look at the top of the board. Drivers who are first, second, and third at the moment are the drivers who are needing a miracle and on the outside looking in. Not so much Mike Hauser at the moment, but Cade Cannon, if he does not win tonight, out by 61 points entering tonight. Mike Hauser out by 1 over Henderson. Right now, hot shot the first car, 1 lap down. And Jackson Hadaway already feels like he is in a must-win spot. About Ben Kennard as well back in the mix. Ain't seen nothing out to 46 2 laps down at one point, for Pete's sakes. Hernandez battling back in. Pacey Widget is coming, that 00 machine. Right now, as it stands, Cade Cannon continues to lead further back. Folks, race recap while we got a moment of the action tonight. Cade Cannon leads 10 cautions for 30 laps. 14 official lead changes, however, the developing stories. It has been, if you have been a playoff driver, it has been a night of survival more than anything else. Right now, Elijah Fisher off the racetrack. Colt Ward off the racetrack. Stephen Henning Jr. done for the night. And there were only just a few. They were the only ones that have out. How about Jason Williams? The grit in the 40 for H&W Motorsports, going for 8th on Canert, has been involved in 2 cautions tonight, including this last one. Right now, Williams up to 8th and still fighting, coming off fresh tires, going to get a huge run on that. Hayden or Jason Williams shot out of a cannon. H&W Motorsports right now, 5th, 7th, and 10th, 2 of which in the playoffs. Jason Williams is a man on a mission. Good God Almighty. Yeah, oh, Tyler off the wall. Colt Ward back out onto the racetrack. Coming back out, 34 laps down. Still a lot of spots he can gain. He can gain at least, he can gain 2. Matt Siders, Elijah Fisher. Right now, 16 still being repaired. Well, looks like they've got the right front mainly back together. Meanwhile, Cade Cannon trying to get out of Dodge, but hit Pacey Widget with 28 to go is coming. 11 lap different tires. Cannon off the wall. Pressure starting to build on the 9. Pace is coming. I don't think Cannon's going to be able to do much. Well, the only thing Kenny can do is put Pace in that dirty air and try to burn off what tires he has. Meanwhile, Jason Williams up to 3rd. Williams one in that pitted. Fisher coming back out onto the racetrack. The win and the potential good points paying finish is done right now. Fisher can finish 20th. Pacey Widget to the lead. Right now, Jason Williams underneath Cannon. Williams gonna try to get second here. 25 to go. Williams to second. Well, he has got a tall order, but can one of the best stories to come into Inspire. H&W Motorsports looking their first win. Is it Jason Williams' time? Well, you forget, from the whole regular season, it was nothing but straight top 10 finishes for Williams. Able to point himself in right now, even though he was 44 points out entering tonight. Gets a big run on Pacey Widget. I think it'd be one of the best feel-good stories. Williams to the outside again, has to roll out the throttle. 23 to go this time. K. Cannon falls back ever so slightly. Mike Hauser 1.5 and dropping. Williams to the inside. Not able to get there yet. Well, Williams is putting that car everywhere that Pacey is not. Does not want to be in that dirty air unless it's to get to run off the corner into the draft. Right now the gap, 3/10. Williams down to the bottom again. We'll try to take another chunk out of it. The question is Pacey toying with him? Or does the 40 actually have something for the 00? Williams right there with him. We'll see what it is this time updated. Just a tenth slower. Williams, oh, sends it in deep. Okay, that's a little too high. 20 laps to go. Question is, did Jason Williams burn his stuff up too early? Well, they both pitted on 19 laps ago. Right now, the Inspired Marketing Pit Strategy Report brought to you by Racing Aids. Right now, 19, there you see it. take another crack at it. 3/10 the gap. Pacey's going to pull it out again. Right now, Pacey Widget leads. For Cade Cannon, does he have anything left? Widget way up the racetrack again. I don't think Cannon 29 right now. As bad as I hate to say it. A caution would even things up. Right now the gap 0.6 of a second. Williams is faltering. Right now, your playoff drivers as they run. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 6th, 13th, 15th, 20th, 22nd, and 28th. Yep. 16 to go. Right now, Jeffrey Peppers laps down. Right now, 1 actually. He's going to go up to the high side, going to get out the way. Laps to go. Let the gaps open, close back down to 4/10. Is either Pacey saving or Jason saved a little bit, just enough to mount one more charge. 1 up to 2. Gap down to 3/10 again. Williams pushing a little tight, it's going to lose a little bit more. Right on board with Pacey Widget. Williams faster on 122 and 121. Pacey faster on 122. Gap right back to 6/10. See what it is this time by. Ten laps to go. I think Jason may have used up his stuff. But right now, a hell of a drive for the driver in the 40 team tonight. Nine to go. Oh! Leslie Hernandez almost come together. And Jackson Hadaway saying, please don't, not now. Travis Farmer up there in the mix, Farmer 3 laps down. Right now running in 17th. Shot Harrison called it 1 lap down. Don't look like there's going to be many more cautions so far tonight. Knock on wood. Hope I just didn't jinx it. Got Ben Knurt right now up in the top 5 spot. Mike Hauser as well. Right now, Widget will put Joseph Maddox 1 lap down. 13 drivers remain on the lead lap. Back to Chris Loda. Right now, Kate Kennan reeling in Jason Williams. Well, Ben Knurt around Mike Hauser, never mind. Further back, Freight Train on the bottom. This is 4th all the way back to Jackson Williams. Jackson Hadaway in the 8th spot. Mike Hauser way up the racetrack. Hauser bleeding some more spots. Kate Kent has gotten around. Jason Williams for 2nd. Williams is battling back right here. Say what you want. It has been a hell of a night for H&W Motorsports. The same for Kate Cannon. Right now, entering tonight. I think it's pretty evident he will not be getting the win in his hometown track of Charlotte, North Carolina. Nonetheless, the points coming into tonight. Kay Cannon, if we go to Josh Henderson, was out by 55 points. Right now, he leads the playoff drivers as we stand. 4 to go for Cannon, 3 to go next time by. For the story of the night, Pacey Widget, he will not get the bonus points for the most laps led. But he will come in here right now, 33 laps led, it'll be 36. White flag this time for Pacey Widget. Down the back straightaway for the final time. He'll lead 36 laps. He will come into tonight. He will steal the win from the playoff drivers. Pacey Widget takes the win in Charlotte. Cade Cannon, Jason Williams, a career best third place run for H&W Motorsports. Pacey Widget back to victory lane in the Inspired Racing League Cup Series, brought to you by Inspired Marketing. Hernandez, a career best fourth. Jackson Hadaway will come home fifth. Ben Knert, Ty Mosley, Mike Hauser will have to settle for eighth. Hayden Williams, Zachary Tyler, your top 10. There's a Chevrolet 123. Pacey Widget, Gary Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Do you got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, you'll walk into Charlotte tonight and steal it from Kane Cannon and the rest of the field. Take me through the night. It was very eventful first. Take me through, from your standpoint, what happened with Mike Hauser earlier in the race.
I honestly I don't know what happened. I barely scraped the wall and it just kicked my car to the left. Like I had no control. Extremely apologetic to him for it. Like I said, I'm not really sure what else I could have done other than, not hit the wall. But hey, we're racing.
Well, buddy, it was a hell of a night. I don't know what your plans are for next season, if it's to try to make a full-time run. But if it is that case, then is this kind of a statement to the playoff drivers and everybody else for next season?
Well, let me just kill the rumors. I have no intention on going full-time. I do something else on Monday nights, so it's kind of hard for me to race over here. Luckily, I just had a free Monday, so I was able to come over and race, I think for the first time since Daytona. So I will not be making a run at the title next season. I'll just strictly be showing up when I can. But no, it was a fun race tonight. Everybody just was burning their tires up. Kind of the product of the Gen 6 car. And, I mean, either you're fast and burn them, or you kind of conserve them and make your way through after the fact. So that's what I chose to do, and it worked.
Well, buddy, a hell of a job tonight. Last question I got for you. Is there anybody you want to thank? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
Yeah, first and foremost, gotta shout out my wife for allowing me to do this, and then I gotta thank you for broadcasting. Chris, Elijah, and all of them guys behind everything here in Inspired. Always a pleasure to be able to come race here. Had a few more cautions than would have hoped for tonight, but sometimes that's just the way it goes. So they're all doing a really good job running things over here, and I hope they keep doing it.
All right, buddy. When it was all said and done, Pacey Widget returns the victory lane in the Inspired Racing League Cup Series. Appreciate your time, buddy. A hell of a job.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Unfortunately, the two in a row will have to wait another time for Cade Cannon. Take us through the night. Very eventful night for the 19, from dominating early to damage at some point, getting wheel damage out of it, having to battle back through the field 2 or 3 times. Take us through the night for the 9 team.
Well, the race started off very strong for us. I felt like, okay, depending on how the transition from day to night goes, it could either go good for us or bad for us. And I felt like it was going to go great. And then we had a caution on lap 30 that 99 just chose to sit on the track and a whole lap. And by the time, and kept blinking in and out, but wouldn't tow. So I come around turn 4, he's not there. And when he finally pops up, he's a white car against the wall. And I hit him, and that's what gave us wheel damage. I mean, granted, it could have been way, way worse than it actually was, but sometimes I just don't think people should have a license out here. But then had to work our way back from that damage. The car, all of our turn was gone with the wheel damage, and we had about, like, I think, a minute and 50 seconds total of damage we had to fix. So for the first, like, 15, 20, how many laps it was from there to there, that I just constantly was fixing it. Finally got it all fully fixed, and once that got fixed, the turn came back. I was flying again. I will say, with that wheel damage that could not be fixed, it did definitely hurt us more than it helped. And that really, I will be fully honest, I think no wheel damage, and maybe if I should have maybe pitted on that last caution. I just didn't want to be back in the back with everyone else because people were driving a little bit over their heads today. But, I think it happens at Charlotte due to it being a fun racetrack, multi-lanes, and just a track that I think people that aren't good at other tracks feel like this could be one of the best ones to go win at. So they kind of pushed it a little harder than they would have. I think that just what happened pretty much all night tonight. Um, but, thought maybe, I didn't know Pacey had extra tires. Same with Jason. I didn't know they had pitted. So I thought once I started pulling away from Mike, I thought, oh, we have it. And then I saw them coming up very quick, and I was like, I can't with this wheel damage. I can't turn as well as I used to. And that kind of, with the wheel damage and the older tires against those two, that's what really messes up at the end there. But we were able to somehow get up to P2 again. So at the end of the day, it wasn't the win we were hoping for, but after how the night went, I will take it as a win. Move on to, I think it's Michigan next week, and actually it's one of my good tracks too. And I know it's more of a kind of a play track, but we'll move on to that track, and I think I'll have fun with it. I really do think we'll have fun there and just enjoy it. I hopefully be able to go get a win and lock ourselves in, because we got plenty of chances coming up. If it's not that track, I truly think Nashville could really play into my hand. I was great there in the ARCA cars. I was actually I think we did a fun race one time there too, and I was good there too with that. So hopefully I'll run some laps and practice leading up to Nashville, because unless we can go get Michigan, which would be, honestly, I've had good luck with Michigan. I think every Michigan race so far I've finished top 5, if not at least top 10. So hopefully, maybe go get a win there. If not, I do think Nashville will be the one. If we're gonna get it, that's gonna be it. But at the night, it's not the one we were hoping for. But after all the stuff I went through, I will take it as a win.
Okay, Kennan, a hell of a job tonight. Last question I got for you. Is there anybody you want to thank? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
Shout out to Jordan. Great. He pretty much makes all my paint schemes, so big shout out to him. Does great work no matter what you give him. I've given him some paint schemes I didn't think he could make, and the dude somehow does it. So big shout out to him. He made this paint scheme. Shout out to Inspire and Hole. I know tonight wasn't one of our best races, but I mean, I think it's kind of, we had more people than we usually get. A bunch of people that thought maybe tonight was one of the best tracks they can go get, so people were kind of pushing it a little bit harder than we should have. But all in all, shout out to Inspired. We're here to have fun, and we have races like this, but it's going to go either way. Shout out to you, Garrett, for being a great broadcaster. And just shout out to all the fans, and shout out to the family that's here and there and up above and all that type of stuff. But hopefully, see you next week. And next week, we'll not only be in victory lane, but eventually I hopefully locked into my first round of championship in this series on iRacing.
Well, buddy, hell of a job tonight. Appreciate your time. Look forward to seeing you in the Detroit Rock City 110 for Michigan next week.
Thank you.
Last but definitely not least. Jason Williams, I'll be damned, son. Take us through the night. What more did you need to pull off the upset tonight?
I think I just need to hit the wall a couple more times. Every time I hit it, it got faster and faster.
On a serious note, it was a rough night for the 40 to start with. From going through the grass, hitting the wall, to being involved in the second big one that honestly dumped this race on its head. How was the 40 able to keep persevering going through the night as a whole?
Well, you know, that first wreck I got into, I got a meatball flag and come in, had, I think 30-something seconds required, 3 minutes and something of optional. I just took the required, and it run good, drove good. The pit crew kept saying, no, the damage is not fixable, and I was hoping they wasn't going to touch it because it's running good. Then I got in that other wreck and come in, got me 4 more tires, and it had added no more damage to it. So I went back out there, and I tell you, it was a rocket ship on the high side. It wasn't no good low, but on the high side, it was a rocket ship, and it had such a closing rate off the turns that I really about got in trouble a few times there. But I made it happen. Good points day. Shoot, I don't know. I'm happy. I'm tickled. I don't know if I'd have been any more happy if I'd have won.
Buddy, arguably one of the most consistent drivers coming into tonight. The top 10 streak ended last week after what was an incredible streak in its own right to rally off a third tonight. Does this give a little bit of more confidence boost to the 40, along with Jackson Hadaway, who has had, arguably, I don't know where the speeds came from, out of the 8 team going forward?
Oh, yeah, this is a definite confident builder for me. There, when you first interviewed me after that first wreck, I was a little bit hot under the collar there, and I knew I just had to do the best I could and get what points I could, and had no idea that it was going to be a top 5 car. Run second there to Pacey, I'd caught him there, but I guess I'd burn all my stuff up, and Cade got back by me there for second. But shoot, we'll take a third and move on.
Well, buddy, if you can give me 5 seconds here, just bear with me here. I'm working on the Raging Idiots are working on the points right now, projected points coming into tonight. We're going to have them momentarily here, so just bear with me. Other than that, last question to kind of keep you talking here while the guys get this started. Tonight, intensity off the chart, to say the least. Is this more of a product of you got guys with nothing to lose versus drivers, yourself included, hovering around that Final Four bubble tonight? Really, is that really a product of the playoffs, or is this just victim of circumstance tonight?
You know, Garrett, I don't know. It was wild out there. I don't know if it's drivers that don't have nothing to lose, or I really don't know. It was just a crazy race to be a part of. I don't know how many cautions they end up being. They may have been 10 cautions. I don't know. But yeah, it was just crazy. I can't explain it.
Well, buddy, right now, points being calculated. And of course, I like to reiterate, even though they are usually right dead on or close as is, these points will not be made official until the admin team posts them either tonight, tomorrow, or whenever they get the time to post them. But the points are coming in. Last couple of add-ups. Man, if you were a playoff guy tonight, you had to go through something. So, let's see. Elijah Fisher being the last one because he is the points leader. I believe still is. When it was all said and done, Jason, you might love to hear this.
All right, let me have it.
So looking at it, Colton Ward now holds on to the fourth and final spot for the final four. Hotshot Henderson out by 51-47, or out by 2 points. Jason Williams, you have gone from 44 points entering tonight by our calculations to out by 26 entering Michigan next week.
We'll take it. Cutting it nearly in half. A lot of work still to be done with, of course, Colton and Hotshot Henderson there. They're a lot better than I am, but every once in a while we get lucky and have a good car and drive it right.
Well, buddy, a hell of a job tonight. Appreciate your time. Last thing I got for you, have I asked you? I don't think I've asked you this one, but I'll ask you anyway. Anybody want to thank friends, family, sponsors, etc.? The floor is yours.
Yeah, I want to thank H&W Motorsports and all my teammates there. Congratulations to Jackson there. I think he's top 5 finished. Thank my family for letting me do this. And heck, today's my daddy's birthday. 81 years old. I want to wish him a happy birthday. This one goes out to him.
I'll be damned. Appreciate your time, buddy. Hell of a job tonight. We look forward to seeing you for Detroit Rock City 110 from Michigan.
All right, I'm ready, Garrett.
Yes, sir. Well, let's see. We're going to go ahead and rally through these points real quick. Wow. Before I pull in Mike Hauser up next. Josh Anderson getting out by 2. Jason Williams, by our calculations, of course, not made official, but right now, Jason Williams out by 24. Cade Kennan out by 29. Chris Laota out by 46 points. Jackson Hadaway the same thing, out by 46. Of course, Stephen Henning Jr.'s playoff run from hell still continues, out by 119 points. Let's see if we can't talk. To Mike Hauser. Mike Hauser, Garrett Jenkins up here at broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, I do, Garrett.
Well, after a hard fought and in some ways a very aggravating night for the 43 team for Falcon Motorsports, by our calculations, as you know, have not been made official yet, but by our calculations, you will walk into the Detroit Rock City 110 in Michigan 9 points to the good, sitting in third. Take us through the night for the 43.
Yeah, I was just trying to take care of it tonight and just trying to go with give and take. And I don't know, for whatever reason, but the field was just going crazy. And I was trying to give everybody room. I was trying to give everybody, just a lane, and felt like I was just kind of getting taken advantage of. And after we got that damage, it didn't drive the same after that. Like, on a long run, it would just plow so bad. Like, I was fighting just to get the car to the bottom, fully out of the gas, on the brakes, and it wouldn't go to the bottom. And I'm surprised I was even up there in the mix at the end. I mean, we had a lot of cautions, which sucked, but I feel like I kind of screwed myself out of more points there right at the end. I was racing with Ben, and it just got so bad. I got tight and up into the wall, and I took a top 5 and turned into a P8, which, like I said, we're in the good now, but could have been better. Yeah, I was just trying to handle or take it as it came, and I felt like I was getting tested a lot tonight. So I'm just glad it's over at this point, and get me out of here, get me out of Michigan, get me onto those short tracks, and I'll feel a lot better about my situation.
I'll ask you this last question before I let you head out of here tonight. I know you're ready to go to bed. I know you got an admin meeting, but I'll ask you this. everything you said tonight, can we see a different Mike Hauser at Michigan?
I hope so. I mean, I feel like we've been the same Mike Hauser these past couple weeks. We've been top three, top four speed, which, like I said, we are trying to control what we're in control of, and I feel like I've been doing the best I can at that. You know, we're top three, top four car every week, and we're managing that as best we can. We're hitting our marks. It's just those other things that we don't have control of, and when that happens, there's nothing you can do about it. We had plenty of guys tonight that had their races ended by things they couldn't control. So um, I'm honestly going to keep doing what I've been doing, hopefully try to stay out of the incidents a little bit more. But like I said, at the end of the day, I think we've been really fast, and the results don't always show for it. But I think we've had great speed. Just got to, like I said, control all we can control, and hopefully have a little bit more luck at the end of these next couple of races.
Well, Mike, a hell of a job tonight. Last question I got for you: is there anybody you want to thank? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you to my teammates at Falcon Motorsports. You know, like I said, hectic night for everybody. Unfortunately, a lot of them got taken out. I'm pretty sure I was the only one that finished on the lead lap. But thank you for doing the broadcast, and just want to give a huge shout out to Jason Williams. I mean, I was kind of rooting for him up there at the end. He was like a rocket ship. But yeah, like I said, hopefully, I'll hope for a better week next week at Michigan. But um, I'm just hoping to survive these first three races, and after that, I'm ready to let it loose. I'm ready to go and I'm ready to show prime Mike Hauser on the short tracks, is what I'm saying. So,
All right, buddy. A hell of a job tonight after a night of adversity. Mike Hauser comes home 8th, 9 points to the good. Appreciate your time, buddy. A hell of a job tonight.
thank you, Garrett.
Well, last but not least, the top 5 streak still continues for, or top 10 streak still continues for Jackson Hadaway. Jackson, I'm going to tell you, after the 5th place run tonight, you now sit only 46 points out of the final 4, tied with Chris Laota. The impossible right now looking very possible. Take us through the night, 48 camp.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Bit of a long night. I don't know where to start off at.
Missing
I guess
every
I'll start
wreck
off.
for starters.
Yeah. Which first wreck, the first caution came out. Me and Hayden were kind of working together there up front, and the car in front of me kind of got squirrely and got me off track, and I hit the wall. Killed some of my momentum, and then had to go in and fix the damage from that. So I fell top 5 to the back, so I had to re-rack it. And then it was just a wait and wreck and miss game from there. And then I got back up to the front. The 2 restarts with Cade. I don't know why I cannot. He just gets such a good launch. I couldn't keep up. But yeah, I feel bad for Ben Knurr, dude. He was gonna get the top 5, but he got moved out of the way, and I feel so bad. But I guess it's part of racing. So yeah. Hopefully we go to Michigan, which I hate. So let's hope we run there. We run good there too.
Buddy, right now, talking to Jason Williams, H&W Motorsports already making a statement. Williams out by 24. Where's the confidence level as a whole for the team right now? It looks like the impossible, again, might very well become possible. What has been seemingly impossible, but with Williams' consistent streaking, now you finding your stride as the playoff rolls around. Where is the confidence level for these next few weeks?
Honestly, we're firing on all cylinders, man. Freaking Jason drove up through the field with 3 minutes of optional damage. That just shows you how much momentum we have. I mean, shoot. It's a long night. I can't even. I don't even know what to say right now. But yeah, just need to keep having good finishes. Would you say Jason was out by 24?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Jason has a really good shot at making this thing. As long as he keeps running as good as he runs, I wouldn't be shocked if he makes it in, but we still have a lot of races to go. And as for me, honestly, just keep running how I'm running too. Just make sure the momentum is still at hold and you keep running good. So that's about it.
Well, buddy, last question I got before I let you head out of here tonight. Anybody you want to thank? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
Thank the Lord for everything He's done for me and my family. I want to thank my dad who has to sit through these races every night and try to suffer through them. Yeah, thanks to everybody. Thanks to Hayden, you ran up front with me a lot tonight, and I appreciate him sticking with me. And yeah, that's about it.
All right, buddy. When it was all said and done, Jackson had a way. We'll come out of Charlotte with a 5th place run. Appreciate your time, buddy. A hell of a job.
Thank you, thank you.
Yep. Last time I interviewed him tonight, 'cause I know he's sick and tired of hearing me. Josh Anderson, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booty. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you, man. How's it going?
That's going pretty good. I will tell you this: the narrative now. After,
Holy cow, I can hear you.
Yeah.
There's not a bunch of yahoos talking constantly on the radio. What's up, man?
Well, going into the Detroit Rock City 110 next week. You will now enter out by 2 points. The man you are behind, Colton Ward. Where would the confidence of what Josh Henderson will we see next week?
We're gonna go for the win at Michigan, and then we're gonna call it a season, man. So have to break the news here. Tractor Supply is actually sending me down to corporate, so we're gonna miss a race, and then a couple weeks after that, taking family down to Florida for vacation. So won't qualify for the Final Four, even if we wanted to qualify for the Final Four. So just break it here right now, get it out of the way. And to be completely honest with you, man, the way life's been going day in and day out, I completely forgot about the trips I have to take, and I was so focused and looking forward to these playoffs and trying really hard. But yeah, I'm already eliminated, man. So appreciate it. It's been fun. Hopefully I can get a win at my home track in Michigan. That's my Daytona next week, and that's what we're gonna look forward to. And just hope guys can drive in a straight line. I know it's hard sometimes, but we'll see if they can pull it off.
Well, buddy, I will ask you this with that information. Sucks coming forward, but after an impressive season that saw you winning the Inspired 250, followed by Rockingham coming up, how will you rate the season for Josh Henderson looking back?
It was good. I mean, I think my stats were better than the first year. We had a top 5 car tonight. I think I had a winning car, to be honest with you. I was giving Pacey a run for his money there on about the same tires, I think, and just trying to bide my time, save tire, and just nobody has any patience, right? In these type of tracks, you get such big runs, and then they put you in bad spots, and I don't know. I think if it would have gone green there when I had control like I did, I think I would eventually work my way back through some of them guys because the way they were driving. But it's been a good season. I'm really happy about 2 wins. I'd like to get another one here, just to at least if every year I come in and I double the wins, I guess that's a good place to start. So, but obviously I feel like I'm one of the top guys. I feel like if everything would have played out the way it was supposed to play out, I would have made the Final Four. You hate when other guys have bad luck, like Travis did tonight with disconnects, or Colton been caught up in 2 wrecks. Well, wrecked tonight and then sped or had a pit penalty last week. So I don't know. It's tough, man. You wanna race hard. You wanna compare yourself to some of these guys who are good at it, and then just so much out of your control in these. But that's racing, So no, good season, and looking forward to season 3, and looking forward to finishing this out one. The few races I got left.
Well, buddy, a hell of a job this season as a whole. Look forward to seeing you next week in Michigan.
Yeah, I guess we got to finish 5th, right? That's the goal.
Yeah.
Be the best driver out on the outside looking in. So, and do it with 2 less races. So, all right, thanks, buddy. I appreciate you for broadcasting, man. It's always fun to go back and listen to me complain and moan on the broadcast. Thanks, man.
All right, buddy. Appreciate your time. A hell of a job tonight.
Thank you, sir. Have a good night.
Yes, sir. Colton Ward, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booty. You got a copy, buddy?
Hello.
Well, with Josh Henderson just breaking the news, I will spare you. I'll spare you the stressing part. You will enter unofficially. We've already pretty much calculated it with Henderson being out, eliminated from the playoffs in the near future at least. Your 22nd place run, you will enter 26 points above Jason Williams going into next week. Where does that stand with Colton Ward? And really, will we see Colton Ward try to go for the win, maybe qualify at the front, or will it be business as usual?
We ain't qualifying, Garrett. Come on now.
I didn't think so.
Just gotta survive. If I get wrecked, then I guess I get wrecked.
Now, buddy, rough night tonight. Take me through the 22nd place run. Is it more rewarding that you were able to get some more points out of this, or is it more rewarding that the car just finished?
I guess it helped me running, like after I was getting repaired, but I don't even think I got much spots out of it, like 2 or 3 spots. But
no.
yeah, I mean, I guess two points helps, I guess, right?
To a degree.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt pretty good. Just I guess was in a weird spot where they killed the wall and bounced back up and hit me.
Well, buddy, after a long night. The last question I got for, I know you probably about ready to fall asleep like I am. Is there anybody you want to thank? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
The usual. Just thank you guys for doing this every week.
Well, buddy, appreciate your time tonight. A hell of a run, to say the least. Colton Ward will end the night 22nd. Appreciate your time, buddy. A hell of a job.
Thank you.
Yep. Ben Knert, Garrett Jenkins up here in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Hello, yeah. You're getting a lot of interviews today.
Well, by God, I was trying to edit things in SDK, and SDK gave me more problems than I wanted to, so I kind of missed the pre-show, so I got to make it up in the post-show. Well, take me through the night. Top 10 qualifying effort at the front for a little while. Damage in one of the wrecks, went as far as 2 laps down at one point. Rallied back to a 6th place run. Safe to say, Simtek's loving Charlotte right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a lot of Charlotte the past little while.
And they're still
Happy to be done with it, finally.
You say that.
Actually, no, not yet.
You say that.
Not yet.
One more to go.
But yeah, we had a pretty strong start. We got shuffled back in the traffic a little bit. We got caught up in an unfortunate wreck, and got like 4 minutes of damage. So we ran around during the cautions. Every caution we got, fixing damage. Got our laps back, and yeah, I mean, went pretty swimmingly. Besides the last lap, because I got pushed and almost spun on the last turn by the 77. Not super happy about that, but yeah, I'll take a 6th place, especially in a field this big and at what a race that was. Yeah, but happy with that one. I think there was room for improvement. There was things to learn, and we'll apply those lessons when we can.
Well, buddy, I'll ask you these last 2 questions. You know one coming up. I'll ask you the next one. I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, despite the Roval going as the Roval did, still a historic night for Simtek racing as a whole. But people, myself included, cannot disregard the fact that you and Milton both, James McConnell, Dustin Waltney, all showing speed on the ovals, particularly you in particular, along with Milton. Is this more or less either A, try and learn as much as you can, because it was announced a couple weeks ago Simtek will be back for season 3. Is this more or less either A, still trying to gain what knowledge you can about ovals to make in what many people, myself included, will consider a dark horse for you to make the 10-man chase start next season? Is this more of trying to make a statement that, hey, we're ready for the ovals, or is it a mixture of both?
It's primarily just getting more seat time in these cars. I think the Gen 6 has been one of the ones I have the least experience in. So we're just really trying to learn all we can. I know next season isn't as intermediate heavy, but there are still lessons to be learned from um, the last five, six races of the season. So it's really I don't know what I'm expecting next season. Just trying to learn all I can right now, trying to keep consistent, trying to pick up what I can from the guys that are ahead of me. It's a huge compliment to be considered, um, even before the season started, to be considered part of the potentially part of the chase for next season. I'm gonna absolutely try to be there. But, yeah.
Well, buddy, last question I got for I'll let you have here tonight. Is there anybody want to thank? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to thank my team at SimTech. They super supportive. We're all a big family. If any of us gets a good result, it's a good day for everyone. Um, yeah, and then you, of course, for broadcasting and doing all these interviews and putting all this effort in. I know there like for example, the new car portrait thingies that you put in. Those are super cool.
Which ones now?
The little car portrait thingies.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Like on the stream, on the overlay. Those are really cool.
Yeah, I see it.
And then everyone who helps run the league: Elijah, Chris, Aaron, Mike, Jackson, all those guys.
All right, buddy. When it's all said and done, Ben Kennert will walk out of Charlotte, finishing second on Saturday and sixth tonight on the Oval. Appreciate your time, buddy. A hell of a job tonight.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good night.
You too, boss.
See ya.
Yep. Well, folks, I apologize. Man, the network's going to be mad with me going almost an hour over. So I'm going to make this quick. Final results for tonight. When it's all said and done, Pacey Widget will come home the winner. Cade Kennan, the highest of the championship drivers right now. In second, Jason Williams, Thomas Hernandez, Jackson Hadaway, Ben Kennert, the top six. Ty Mosley, Mike Hauser, Hayden S. Williams, Zachary Tyler, your top 10. Ryan Hindley, Christopher Hine, Chris Loda, Justin Maddox, Hot Shot Anderson, Jeffrey Peppers, Travis Farmer, Ethan Sikorsky, your top 18. On down through the remainder of the field. Bobby Hadaway, Elijah Fisher, Matt Siders, Colt Ward, Tyler Stone, Jesse Glover, Christopher Roscoe, Robert Wilhoit, Matt Morrison, Stephen Henning Jr. will round out the field tonight in 28th. With that being said, appreciate everybody watching after what was a wild night in Concord at the Charlotte International Speedway. I will see everybody on Saturday for the Inspired Thunder Series. Next week, Detroit Rock City 110, live from Michigan. Until then, everybody, take it easy. Have a good night, and we'll see you then. Oh, real fast before we go. Points updated, of course, with Josh Henderson. Now we're going to go ahead and eliminate him from the points, being he will miss more than two races in the playoffs. It will not be a Final Four return for Josh Henderson. The points updated: Elijah Fisher, Travis Farmer, 69 and 68 points to the good. Mike Hauser can breathe easy knowing that he is 33 to the good. The same can be said for Colt Ward. In by 26 over Jason Williams. Cade Cannon out by 31. Lyota and Jackson Hadaway out by 48. Stephen Henning Jr. out by 121 points. So, 2 weeks in, we already know Josh Henderson will not be making his second consecutive return to the Final Four. A hell of a season of Josh Henderson in his own right. Now, a lot more work for Williams, for Cannon, for Lyota, for Jackson Hadaway, and Stephen Henning Jr. must win. Must win 2 to lock in. Until then, appreciate everybody watching again. I will see you Saturday night for Inspired Thunder Series. Take it easy.